Let me tell you this. I know that you are targeting Mundubile, and Mundubile has never been president. Okay? He's going to be the president for the first time. So, if you are calling Mundubile simply because you worked with the PF, let's see who is the Pompwe here. Let me now expose you. For the fact that all the UPND supporters, the praise singers, they just praise you anyhow. They praise you. They praise you. Let me show you now. They ruled this country. They governed this country for 10 years. And in a period of 10 years, the total amount of money that PF used as budget for the nation in 10 years was only 538 billion kwacha. 538 billion kwacha. From 2011 to 2021. I want you to listen and get that figure correct. Out of that money that they got as approved budget for the period that PF was in power, we have seen massive development in the country. Ama roads, ama hospital, ama roads, ama hospital, yarawa ingisha mo banasi, yarama hospital, mombera banasi, bari olanda tuwadi ingisha, ero na laisa nongo kwini. Ama yanda ya bakapokora. Mabene bakapokora ere tumokusa mkutu ikata. Muyabeka la mayanda na mapolisi, IPF wabapangiro kubachindika, ukubafunya mtu mayanda tuwa mwandaba. Cobra yari kapokora ngalesa ngachi panga mistake kwa fuale sabato waikala papira ndeta ko diabareti but Edgar Lungu alisa bawamya bambo kula kala mayanda ya chindama okay ali bakulira mayanda ama shopping malls Muzambia yo nso twamona niba PF baleta yamona ba MMT ama schools Muzambia Edgar Lungu aile kulira kumone school kuwengwa kula kwine wafu mine kula pamushipanye aya kule school now tell me wenga walikula ku school fenangu fielimo all of your one classroom broke in Eastern province where Edgar Lungu come from all of you ku approve mabasata olokumpiko kumpiko kwa mabasata olokwa kwa mine FTJ olokwa mwana wasa nangukwa mabaka unda tell us where you have built one school zero okay bali kule fintu ama flyover bridge ama hospital kuyachita expand to teaching hospitals tuma clinics tuma health centers ama rural health fyonse ba PF tumona bali kula kazungura bridge yawa yachita commission Ichintu chamu nobe, you even go back. Alex Takare Commission, Edgar Lungu Commission, Kazungura Bridge. And I remember there was Munagago and Felix Tshisekedi and the former president of Botswana and Namibia. They were there. They commissioned that bridge. But because you admire what your friend Kabwala La Pompwe did, you went to recommission Chaba Pompwe and you almost claimed ownership of that. Look at what the PF did. And when they were handing over power to you, they had constructed everything and they had a plan to employ now the teachers, the police officers and the soldiers that you came to capitalize over what the PF did. Bushaba maticha wa ingisha nchito bafunda munshi ya fimuti bakapokola babombela mwisa balala mwisa. Who built all those things? Train tumone ba pompu hapa saiba lerota ya bombe tien fetu puishani lerota kudi saiba baisa mipela mapa baisa mishira power ba PF bashire mulya muri reserve mumune mulela that you have about 6.5. PF left $3.1 billion for you guys. PF left massive maize in the food reserve agent mulya mu storage ya mataba mwaishire chu birimo kushya mataba mwalete nsala ba kandire ba pompwe ba mushibira nsala imu. You even saw the malite if you found dandire. Abantu baleko bambo kwikalo mwawe umushaba malite nishba PF badi start develop mu energy sector to generate more than enough power for the Zambians. Okay, now let's go to your budget. If I'm infrastructure na lumbula kofianon Livingston, look at Livingston for your bari kula na inani kana intercity bus terminal imoneka kwa chini terminal ya pa airport iwo finish wakula po we utawiba. So now let's go back to you by UPND. In the period of 5 years from 2021 to 2026 lelo as you are calling by PF bakabwala la iwe your total approved budget, I want Zambians to see now the total approved budget for UPND in a period of 5 years is 999 billion kwacha. 999 billion or 1 trillion kwacha. 1 trillion waringirana muri trillion ichidema. Tell the Zambian the truth. If you understand the guys go on Google and check the approved budget for UPND from 2021 to today. Balingira muri 1 trillion kwacha. Nombe yo fika tuwalumbula nga mwakonka fika bayaba PF Muri 10 years, kwambila kuri basatu kusafika na lungo kwa chitire handover power kuri baichirema was 538. And look at the massive developmental projects that they left behind. And they even left $3.1 billion in the account in the reserve. And now, ababaisa, babomfia 999 billion, which is 1 trillion kwacha mwebantu bakwalesa. Convert that money into dollars. Okay? Now, from that money, I challenge Mr. Ichilem and all his ministers to show the Zambians what they have done from that money. Because if you compare the amount of money that PF used and what we have seen, and you look at the amount of money, 1 trillion kwacha, that UPND has used in a period of 5 years, let them now tell us what they have done with that money. And from that now, let's check between these two, who is supposed to be re-elected, UPND or PF? Let them show us. You increase the CDF. I challenge each and every Zambian ule umfakudi audio yanti. They challenge about President Ichilema. In your own constituency, who was the member of parliament? Out of the 28 million kwacha, the first budget, the second budget was 28 million, 30, 31, and 40 million. If you combine all those budgets under the UPND, your constituents, my brother and sister, must have received 126 million kwacha. Now, tell me one thing that you can point at in your constituency. I will take an example of Jack Mwimbu and Cornelius Mwetwa. I want them to show me in the period of 5 years with all such amount of money that was ingested or injected in their constituents to show the Zambian people what they have done. The development we are talking about, PF, the constituency fund was 1.5 million kwacha. Look at your constituencies. Uka few okona makwari kona ka shopping mo kala bakwira kona bakapokoro tumanda nefya shala. Some places, look at the massive development. Look at Cosmo. If you are rich, Cafe Murusaka, Namu, go to Tundola, go to Chingola, Java PF Ballet, Chingola, Mr. But go back and check. Go to Mufurira and check. Who is a thief between you, Mr. Ichilema, and the previous government? That you want to use propaganda to campaign Munduwe. Ala this time,